Hi, as the title says, I'll be trying to teach you guys why and how to play Mute. Mute is my most played operator on defense, so I think I have a pretty good understanding on how to use him. For Mute's background, he is one of the two-speed, 2-armor defense operators, a part of the SAF, the other defense operator being Smoke. His gadget is the GC90 signal disruptor. Before we get to his gadget, I want to go over his loadout. So for his primary weapons, we can use either the MP5K SMG, or we could use the M590A1 Shotty. As for his secondaries, he can run the P226 pistol, or the SMG11. Now I'll get secondaries out of the way first, since it should be pretty obvious that you should run the SMG11. You could use any set you want. I used holographic. As for the barrel attachment, you should use flash hider. I think it works pretty well if you can see with the recoil pattern. Compensator doesn't do that much, and flash hider does a bit more for recoil. And you should also run a vertical grip because there's no point in not running it, as you can see with recoil patterns. You don't really need to run a laser. I mean, it could help, but you don't want the attacking operators to know where you are. And for his primaries, it's all up to you, to be honest. Depending on the site, you could run the shotgun if you're going to be holding tight angles, which is actually something you should be doing with Mute. Or you could use the SMG for if the site has long lines of sight. Now, if you're not that good with the SMG11, because I know the recoil can be pretty daunting to someone that's either new to the game or just hasn't really used the SMG11. In order to get good at the SMG11, you could do T-hunts with Sledge, which also has the SMG11, that's why. Or you could do T-hunts with Amaru, she also has the SMG11. It's really important to always get headshots with the SMG11 and to manage your ammo, since if you're stuck reloading, you're kind of screwed. You also want to fire the gun in small bursts to manage that recoil. And as for his gadget, you could run either one depending on your playstyle. And I know most people will pick the Nitro Cell because it's really versatile and you can literally kill people with it. Or you could run the bulletproof camera if you're not really that much a fan of throwables. I run the Nitro Cell even though I'm not that good with throwables. I'm trying to get better though. Now, as for the gadget itself, I'm pretty sure most of you already know the gadget blocks drones, but there's a bit more that it could do. But first, let's get to countering drones. We're on Oregon. Bomb site is on basement, and this is a pretty good site to play Mute on. Now, in order to block drones on the site, one good example would be going on top of the washing machines and placing down a jammer here. I'm going to show you when you go upstairs that it's going to block any drones going in here. If you can see on the bottom HUD, you can see the blue jammer symbol, and that means any drone will be blocked over here. The reason this happens is because Mute jammers not only have a radius going around it, but it also has a radius going upward vertically. You could also do this on this washing machine right here, because here we do that and we go upstairs. You could see that there is a jammer symbol on the side, and this will literally just jam the hatch so you don't have to play a kite. Having a kite is great on this site, but if you guys don't pick one, and let's say pick Bandit, Mute is also great to have. Now, of course, there's always the way of taking out drones on the ground. So you always want to think of how you should angle the jammer in a way that the attackers can't take out the jammer. So for example, over here, you could place it down like this, and in order for them to take out this jammer, they can't just take it out through here, right? You wouldn't want to place it over here, because then they could take it out. But to take it out over here, they would have to walk into your line of sight for anyone holding this angle right here. Another good way to place the jammer on stairs. This isn't the best example, but usually on sites that are on like the second or third floor, you can have the jammers right on top of here, maybe a bit back here, so the enemy drones don't know. And any drone that's going to be coming up here is going to just be taken out. But it's also good to have a drone over here for anyone that's going to drone out this whole stair. So I would usually place this a bit towards the bottom, say like over here. Yeah, that'll do. And also place one over here for this site to block anybody trying to drone out the pillar area for your roamer. And I also like to use the shotgun on the site because I can make rotates through here and also through here. You got the idea. This site is also great for smoke, since smoke can play over here. And if you have a smoke and mute combo, you can pretty much make sure that smoke doesn't get droned out from playing over here with his deployable shield. Now we're on house. We're on the site car and pink. On this site, there's a lot of stairs. There's one over here, there's one over here, and there's also one over there, right? So mute is really good on the site because he can literally just make sure that no one can drone out the entire top area, whether this site be over here, here, or back there. Pretty much, like I said before, you want to put them on the top of the stairs, but you want to make sure that the attacking drones don't know that it's up there. Like, pretend I'm a drone, I don't know it's up there, I go up there, boom, I'm disabled. But, like I said before, mute can also do more than just take out drone. Mute can pretty much counter any heart breacher. So, for example, I'm going to reinforce this. Alright, I'm going to put down a mute jammer right here. Like, right there. Alright, if we go around, we can see that there is a mute jammer sign on the bottom. This pretty much means Thermite's exothermic charge and Habana's X-Cairo pellets won't go off until the jammer is taken care of if, like, you shoot them over here. And I know this is a bad example, this is somewhere, you know, you'd really, like, put a charge off. But, you know, you get the idea. Of course, the enemy team will usually bring a Thatcher unless he's banned, in which case they'll probably bring a Kali. Ace works a bit different with these. So, right now, as of the time I'm making this video, when Ace uses his Selma breaches at, like, say, like, the top of the reinforcement, it'll only go down, like, it'll only destroy one part of the wall, like, the top part. It won't go down because, if you remember before, I said that the mute jammers have a vertical range. This means that his Selma won't go down to this level or this level until the mute jammer is taken care of. And with the new update that's coming out soon, where they fix, or I say nerf Ace, he's only going to be able to destroy 2 parts of the wall. So instead of throwing him up here, if you throw him, let's say over here, his charges won't go up here or here until the jammers take care of. So if you throw his Selma breacher up here, it'll only take out this top part, and it won't take out the second part. Mute also has a lot more it can counter. For example, if we go into car room right here, and we place down a camera over here. I can't really show you Like, I can't repel, of course, but if, like, say there's a fuse on the other team and they try to put a cluster charge on this window, it's not going to go off because it has to be remotely detonated, and this jammer completely blocks that off. He's also a good counter for Twitch, of course, since Twitch's drones can't jump if you place, say, something over here. And there's a Twitch drone coming, right? They can't jump over this, even though it like can sense that there's a jammer over here. It can't jump over it, so it's kind of pretty much screwed them going on this way, going through this area. Mute also can cancel out Dokubi's calls, since going right on top of them will completely disable the call, and the same works with Lion, since he can, going on top of this, can make sure he's not detected by the EE1D. Now, as for some bonus tips for Mute, Mute pairs really well with a lot of defenders. Let's say someone wants to play Monty, for example. You can pick Mute, and you could pretty much disable all the drones for him, and so that he could pick them up without, you know, having to run after all the drones. Mute also works really well with Mira, since Mute can counter Twitch's drone, so Twitch can't like take out the Mira. Now, he doesn't always counter Zero's Argus though, since Zero can obviously shoot his Argus through like walls, so he can be like on top of sight, and he can put down his Argus and Mute won't counter it, of course, since his vertical range is only like this high, about this high or so. Mute also works really nicely with anyone with a deployable shield, since let's say there's a deployable shield right here, you could put down his jammer over here. Now no one can drone out the site, and if like you have like a Goyo or a Frost on your team, they won't know. Well, obviously Frost usually places her doormats behind deployable shields, but if the enemy team isn't able to completely drone you guys out, like if you were able to successfully put down a jammer over here, over there, and on the other staircase, they won't know. They might not actually know who you're playing or who your team is playing. So pretty much, if you have a Goyo on their team, they won't know that it's a Goyo shield or Goyo's Vulcan shield, and they'll pretty much have to like use a, let's say, Ash charge or a Zofia charge to take it out, which will pretty much waste utility instead of just jumping over it. I think it's pretty clear to say that Mute is a really solid pick for any team composition, and you should start playing him more. He pretty much counters so many things and only can really be countered by two operators, Kali and Thatcher. He also has pretty decent primaries and a really good secondary. That's about it. If you found this helpful, you can like the video if you want to. I might do more guides in the future, so if you want to subscribe to get notified when I make more guides, you should go ahead and do so. That's about it. See ya.
Seconds to insertion.
That will slow them down.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Ready. All set to jam them already.
Sir. Op 4, last operator standing.
Mirror, go put that on the wall in front of you.
Oh no, let him do what he's doing. It's guys, no one cares.
I'm dry.
Why are you giving call out to cash?